Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for joining us today for this exclusive webinar hosted by Kadri International in collaboration with our esteemed partner university from Poland, which is the University of Warmia and Mazury. Today we have myself, Zahra, and Dr. Kadri from Kadri International Education Consultancy. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, we're proud to have over 40 years of experience in guiding students just like you towards internationally recognized universities by being the regional representative and by providing other kinds of comprehensive support. So today's webinar has been specially organized to give you direct insight into the university, its programs, admission requirements, student life, and the overall international education experience. Before we begin, I'd also encourage everyone attending to keep your questions ready for after the presentation, and we will have a dedicated Q&A session towards the later part. So we will be answering your questions over then. To sum up, the webinar will go on for 1 hour, and in the first half, we will discuss about the university, and then we will move on to the Q&A session where you will be typing your questions and we will be answering them one by one. All right, and today we have Ms. Carolina and Ms. Claudia from the University of Warmia and Missouri who have joined us today. So thank you once again for joining us, and without further delay, I would like to hand over the next part of the session to you.
Thank you, Ms. Zahara and Dr. Kadri for invitation for this webinar. And we also thank you for your kind introduction. My name is Carolina, and here with me is my colleague Claudia. We are both workers of the Dean's Office and also Admission Office of the University of Warmia and Mazury in Olsztyn. We will now, as Ms. Zahara said, proceed with our presentation where we will give you more insight about our university and the medicine program. So for now, we will switch the camera off to avoid any problem with connections. And maybe we will join with camera again for the Q&A session.
Yes. Okay. Our University of Warmia and Mazury in Olsztyn is located in Poland. We would like to provide you with more details regarding our university, as Ms. Carolina and Ms. Zahra said. First, we will start off the schedule of the presentation. So, firstly, we will start with the brief introduction to Poland, to our country, and to Olsztyn, to our city. Next, a few information about our University of Warmia and Mazury in Olsztyn in general. Then we will switch to the School of Medicine, Collegium Medicum and Medicine program, where we would like to provide you with detailed information about our medicine course. Next, we will go with the admission process, and at the end, there is a Q&A session scheduled. Okay, so Poland, our country, it is a heart of Europe. We are one of the biggest countries in Europe with over 100,000 years of history. We are situated in Central Europe and serves as the geographical and cultural crossroads of Eastern and Western Europe. There is a Baltic Sea to the north and Tatra Mountains to the south. Warmia and Mazury region is the land of the 1,000 lakes, and once you come to our region, you will know why. Okay, Olsztyn, our city where our university is located, is the capital of the region of the Warmia and Mazury. We are a 650-year-old town, which today is one of the Poland's fastest growing cities. And our city is defined by a balance between historical monuments and modern activities, surrounded by many forests and lakes. Olsztyn is also one of the best cities to live in Poland in terms of safety, comfort, and quality of life, as shown by prestigious rankings over years. For example, we would like to show you approximately living costs in Olsztyn. It is more affordable comparing to other big cities in Poland. As you can see, single room in the dormitory costs 1,100 zloty, which is actually 1-to-1 when it comes to dirhams. So if you see zloty currency, you can just calculate it to dirhams one by one.
As per our University of Warmia and Mazury, it conducts research across all areas of science, which distinguishes it from other classical universities in Poland. And this is exactly why we are called a multidisciplinary university. The presence of representatives from 27 scientific disciplines facilitates the formation of interdisciplinary research teams and enables the full use of the university's scientific infrastructure. Our scientific versatility is also reflected in its rich educational offer. We offer over 70-degree programs available in the most beautiful academic campus in Poland. The university is an attractive place to study, not only for young people from the region, from our city, but also from other citizens of Poland, but also for international applicants just like you. One of the most famous and important buildings in our campus Kortowo is the University Library. This is the place where you can not only get access to books or publications, but this is also a very popular place for our students to meet for study groups. And it is also important to mention that our faculty shares free access to clinical key and also access medicine publications. As it was already mentioned by Ms. Claudia, our campus Kortowo is one of the most beautiful in Poland. For the next slides, you will have a possibility to see a glimpse of it. It stands with its stylish architecture and lots of greenery. It is also a unique campus for students, and the greenery and the idea of how it's conducted gives the idea of the green university. It is beautifully located by the Lake Kortowskie, and with its pier, it's one of the favorite places for students, not only for studies, but also for learning, especially in spring and summer. I think that this is also important to mention that studies is not only about learning. With our modern sport facilities, you will be able to also develop your sport passions, your hobbies. We have swimming pools, we have playgrounds, we have gyms. And it is also important to mention that lately we had some successes in this area. Our football team made mainly from international boy students, won first place in the competition, and also ladies team in volleyball also won first place in the competition between faculties. And the mentioned sport competition between faculties is also part of one of the biggest festival for students that is organized here in Olsztyn. It's called Kortowiada. It usually takes 3 days, and it starts with a big parade for the whole city, from city center to main campus Kortowo. And in Kortowo, it's where president of the city gives a symbolical key to students, and for those 3 days of festival, the city Olsztyn becomes a city for students. And it's important to mention that it's not only concerts, but as mentioned, also sport events, board games, outdoor cinemas, and also other activities. So it is important to know that each and every student will find something for themselves during this time.
Yes, and now let's take a closer look to our School of Medicine, Collegium Medicum. We have our own teaching facilities for both theoretical and practical classes, a modern hospital, a medical simulation center, and an experimental medicine center, all of which support student education and scientific research. All of these buildings are located here in our medicine campus, which is very close to the main campus in the city. It is approximately 10 minutes away drive by bus, by the public transport, so very close. And also additionally, our faculty cooperates with 7 hospitals in Olsztyn, as every hospital has to offer opportunities for sharing knowledge in the field of medical specialization. So our students have an opportunity to learn from the professionals, doctors around the city. So unlock your potential as a future doctor with us. Join our 6-year medicine program taught entirely in English at the prestigious School of Medicine, Collegium Medicum, University of Warmia and Mazury in Olsztyn, Poland. This is a 6 years program, which is 12 semesters. We are a public university and our tuition fees is approximately 15,000 euro per year. It's a fixed price, so once you start your studies, the tuition fees won't increase. Our best quality teaching is also recognized worldwide. So once you graduate, your diploma is recognized. This is a short view of our 6-year medicine program. First 3 years conducts basic sciences, where students learn core subjects such as anatomy, chemistry, microbiology, and many more. And thanks to this, students gain basic knowledge to learn. So in future, the students can use this knowledge in a practical work, where starts at 3rd year of studies, which are clinical classes at hospitals and high-tech rooms in our medical simulation center that was mentioned previously. But nevertheless, also during the summer, our students have to take part in the summer clerkship in different fields, such as emergency medicine, surgery, pediatrics, and also many more. Our students can go back home and do the practice in their hospitals, or can stay in Poland and do the practice in the hospitals here. Clinical rotations, we would like to provide you with more details with it, because we can offer no more than 6 students in one clinical group, which gives a full experience of working with patients. Personally, I believe this is what makes us special than other universities, because usually such classes are just bigger, are a larger group of students. But once you are in a smaller group, the professor, you are able to gain more knowledge. And for example, these are few subjects that include clinical classes, which are emergency medicine, rehabilitation, oncology, psychiatry, and counting. As you can see, these are a few photos of our medical simulation center. It is a very beautiful building where our students take part in the classes, practice clinical skills thanks to modern simulators. And here is also our university clinical hospital located at our medical campus next to the medical center, very close to each other. Now there is more to live than studying. So our medical students during their studies participate in a few ceremonies, and one of them is white coat ceremony, which symbolizes the transition from theoretical education to practical work with patients. And we were the pioneers of this unique ceremony. It is very beautiful. It is where our students invite their family, invite their mentors, and they just take their white coats, and it symbolizes starting the clinical practice. And actually, at this moment, we would like to inform you that tomorrow we have such a ceremony for current third year of studying. There will be a live stream, so if anyone is interested, you can join the live stream and see how such a ceremony is conducted. And maybe, who knows, in the next 3 years, you will be one of the students taking part in such ceremony. Graduate with a medical diploma that is recognized across the European Union and has significant accreditation almost worldwide. And this opens doors to a wide range of career opportunities, both within Europe and internationally. So, as previously mentioned, our diploma is recognized worldwide, and our graduates are able to continue their medical journey around the world. Internship after graduation, because to become a doctor, you not only have to complete your studies, but also finish other requirements, such as obligatory internship after graduation, and our university offers such an internship. It is only 6 months and it's fully conducted in English, and it is recognized based on the European directive. So our graduates are welcome to take part in the internship here in Poland after graduation. You probably wonder why choose our university, since there are a lot of different universities around the world. But were those universities awarded twice the title of student-friendliest university in the country, or are they campus on the very short list for the new 7 wonders of nature? Not to mention that our university offers tuition fees more affordable than in other European universities. And these are just a few highlights from an endless list of reasons why you should choose our university. Nevertheless, please also look to the rankings, and for example, the latest ranking by QS, we were placed 17th in Poland and 8th among classical universities, but also by Times, we were ranked 5th in the country in clinical and health subject.
Okay, now we will go to the admission requirements. In this part, we will just highlight the most important requirements. When it comes to the details, you should know that you should contact Cadre International, as they are our official representative. And if you are interested in our School of Medicine, and we hope you are, please contact Cadre International for more details and help with the admission procedure. We will just give you, as I mentioned, most important requirements. And those requirements can be a little bit different for candidates with different curriculums. We will start with secondary school leaving certificate, which I assume in your case will be mostly CBSE. And in this case, admission requirements contains of two factors. First one is high school diploma, where we require compulsory subject biology and two more of your choice from chemistry, physics, mathematics, and English. And second part of the admission is a competency test. Here again, compulsory is biology and one subject to choose, chemistry and physics. When it comes to the dates for the competency tests, as it is conducted online, please also contact Cadre International. And they will be able to give you more information about the available dates. We also have a quick preview of the competency test. This is a question from the chemistry part. The question is, sodium colors flame is carmine, pink violet, blue, green, or yellow. We will give you a few seconds to choose the answer. And you can check if you will have 1 point from chemistry.
Okay, we are ready to show the answer, and the answer is... Okay, we are not ready yet, I guess.
Sorry. The answer is E. So if you choose as your second subject chemistry, you already have 1 point.
Yes.
Okay, as per requirements for American or British curriculum, here if your grades from the mentioned subjects, again, is the same subjects, compulsory is biology, and two subjects of your choice from chemistry, physics, mathematics, in English. If your grade from those subjects is minimum grade B, then you can be exempted from the competency test. If you do not have grade B from those subjects, just as in previous slide, you have to also sit for the competency test. Admission requirements for IB candidates. Again, here the requirement is the same, subjects are the same, compulsory biology, and two subjects to choose, chemistry, physics, mathematics, or English. Also, one of the required documents is English proficiency certificate, and it needs to confirm your language skills at level B2 minimum. This is very important that you have this document because this is also one of the requirements for the visa procedure. And again, we will show like very basic steps of the admission process, but please remember that you can contact Cadre International to give you guidance with the whole process. First steps is that you need to fulfill the requirements that we mentioned. You need to make an admission fee. It's 85 zloty, so around 85 dirhams or 21 euros. And with those requirements fulfilled, you will receive offer letter from the university. Offer letter is a document that you will receive from us. Basically, it's information which more documents we require from you. So it can vary based on the curriculum that you attend right now. And there is also a deadline given when we need to see those documents. Usually those documents are high school diploma. It needs to be authenticated by an apostille or legalized. Also migration certificate if necessary. And migration certificate will be only necessary for a secondary school living certificates. So American curriculum, British curriculum, or IB curriculum do not need this document. Other document is confirmation of bank transfer of tuition fees, agreement for studies that you will receive from us, application from the IRK system, certificates from the criminal register, certificate from NAVA, again if necessary, and proof of English proficiency. It is also important to mention that this document, offer letter, is not a certificate of enrollment that is required for the visa process. This document you will receive later. I will also say something about the mentioned NAVA certificate. It's a new regulation from the Polish ministry, but it only applies to, in your case, secondary school leaving certificate documents. So IB, American and British curriculum do not need to apply for this document. But with CBSE students, it is very important because this is also required for the visa procedure. Okay, and here are the final steps of the admission process. After you submit all of the required documents from offer letter within the deadline also mentioned in the offer letter, and your payment for the tuition fee is credited to university's account, you will receive a certificate of enrollment from the university. And with this document and the rest of the document required by the embassy, you should go to the Polish embassy in your country, submit your application, then receive study visa to Poland, and then you can arrive to Poland. We would like to mention that there is a direct flight from UAE to Poland. You will land in our capital city, which is Warsaw. And from Warsaw, there is around 2-hour distance by plane, by car, or by bus. So you can choose your preferred option, but usually we advise to choose the bus because there is an option to take the bus directly from the airport to the chosen location, which is most probably dormitory at the Kortowo campus. Yes. We'll also encourage you to visit our website and also join our social media, especially Facebook or Instagram, when you can see a glimpse of our School of Medicine students' life, and you can also see information about the mentioned white coat ceremony that is tomorrow. Okay, thank you for your attention so far.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Claudia and Ms. Carolina. So we will move on to the Q&A session now. And students, you can type your questions. There should be a button at the center bottom of your screen that will say Q&A. So you can start typing your questions over there. And just to let you know, we will be having a recording of the session. So in case you missed anything in the previous slides, just contact us. We will be sharing the YouTube links with you. So let's begin with the Q&A session now. We have a question by Abbas. Abbas is asking, what is the NAVA system and are the certificates from Saudi Arabia needed, and when should they complete it?
So the application to NAVA certificate is very easy. There is a link that we can share, and you can apply when you have already your official secondary school leaving certificate. Then you have to just upload the documents in the system and wait for the decision. This document is basically information that your diploma is recognized to take part in higher education here in Poland. So it's just like, I would say, administrative procedure that needs to be done.
All right. And while we move on to the next question, I'm also going to be dropping our contact details in the chat box. So if students, you would like to get in touch with us directly too, you can check our contact details, which I've just added right now. Next question is by Marvat. Marvat is asking, what would be the source of the competency tests in chemistry and biology?
So above the competency test,
Hello? No, Miss Carolina?
Sorry. Yes, I think we had some kind of technical problem for a second. So the competency test, we will shortly give you information about the books that you can prepare for the competency test. As I think I mentioned, it is conducted online. For the dates, available dates, please contact Cadre International. For the compulsory part, so biology, we recommend to prepare from a book, A Global Approach by Campbell. For chemistry, we recommend an introduction to general organic and biological chemistry by Timberlake. And for physics, there's a book that we recommend. It's Principles with Application by Giancoli. And you already have one sample of the question from the chemistry part in the presentation.
All right. Next question is by Fatma. Fatma is asking, when will the students be starting the academic year?
The academic year always starts on 1st of October. So basically, and also we can mention that before starting the academic year, which is 1st of October, we also offer a 2 weeks preparation course for first year students that can part in it and learn core subjects, for example, anatomy and I believe histology. Yes, it is very helpful for our first year students. They can know the campus, of course, apply as soon as possible for such a course. And yes, they can know each other before starting the academic year, see how the university works, and just enjoy starting the new life.
Basically, it's a kind of refresher course where 2 weeks before they'll teach you everything, and it's a kind of networking to, get to know each other, get to know the campus and some of the subject like anatomy and this one. So you have to learn. So basically, you try to be there by mid of September in order to attend all these ones. So this will be good for you to get refreshed and to know about the campus, to know your friend, to know your colleagues, and everything. So try to be there by the mid of September.
All right. Next question is by Anika. For the Indian CBSE or Indian State Board high school certificate, is it accepted by the NAVA?
Yes, of course, it is accepted by the NAVA. It's just that you have to apply for this certificate. So there is no possibility that it will not be accepted. You just need to go through this procedure of applying and getting a certificate.
All right. Rupak is asking, what would the total fees to be paid per year, including the hostel accommodation, look like?
So maybe we will go back to is it possible that we go back to the presentation for a second?
Yes, because there was a very detailed slide that talked about.
Yes. So here you can see approximate costs of living. So for example, single room in dormitory, it costs 1,100 zloty. As Claudia said, it's 1-to-1, 1,100 dirhams. If for first year students, we usually advise to choose this option because it's just more convenient for you to stay at the dormitory. But then if you want, you can of course rent an apartment in the city. Of course, it is a little bit more expensive. As you see the prices here, a single room in the apartment is around 1,400 zlotys, and the whole apartment in the city is around 2,000 zlotys. When it comes to the food, it depends, of course, on the preferences, but around 800 zlotys per month will be for sure enough. as per bus tickets that you can use to go around the city for your classes. One ticket is 2 zloty, but with a student ID that you will receive in the first few days at the university, you can get a unlimited ticket for a month, and it costs just 50 zloty, so it's very affordable. And when it comes to the other costs, it also depends on what you would like to do in your free time. But as it was mentioned, living costs in Olsztyn are very affordable in comparison to other cities in Poland.
All right. We have two questions from Anika, which are quite similar. So, what is the marks required for biology and chemistry in high school certificate to get admitted into the medicine course?
And from which curriculum? Maybe that would be easier for us to answer. But mainly, what we are looking for is the 80% score from all curriculums. As I also said in the part about the admissions, in case of British and American curriculum, if you have grade at least B, you can be exempted from the competency test. If your grade is slightly lower, then you can make up for the grade in the competency test. Be prepared with the recommended books that we shared, and then in total your result should give you an opportunity to be admitted to our university.
All right. Next question is by Fatma. When would the students need to submit their tuition fee for the academic period?
Tuition fee is needs to be paid in the deadlines according to the offer letter, and the dates are can be different based on the phase in which a student applies. I think we didn't go into such details with the admission procedure because as it was mentioned, you can use help from direct help from Cadre International, and they will guide you for the whole process. But what is important is that you should apply as soon as possible. Because with different curriculums, there are different requirements, as for example, NAVA certificates, and you also need visa to come to Poland. So this is important to apply as soon as possible. And then meet all of the deadlines according to the instructions you will get from your consular.
Okay, let me add something that the whole process may take between 2 to 4 months now. So you don't have much time because now also sometimes takes time, and the visa also takes time. You have to get the appointment and this one, and then it takes time to get a visa. So just keep in mind it takes 2 to 4 months. So I mean, if you want to apply, please apply as soon as possible before you get late. No, contact us as soon as possible. Thank you.
All right. Moving on to the next question by Mohammed Saad. Do you provide any scholarships?
Yes, we provide scholarship. Mainly it's maybe not a scholarship, but it's a rector's award to the best students. But the best, it needs to be our evaluation. That's why it is granted to students starts from the second year of studies. And there are two requirements that need to be met. First requirement is GPA. It needs to be at least 4.5 out of 5. And the second requirement is that tuition fee must be paid timely. And this the rector's award is up to 40% of the tuition fee for semester.
All right. The next two questions is by Rupak and Anika. It's a bit more specific about the application requirement in terms of the grades. So I would recommend Rupak for you to get in touch with us because we've already covered the basics of this, and I will drop our contact details in the chat box once again. Next question is by Heba. What is the application deadline?
As Dr. Kadri said, in your case, with NAVA certificate and visa, for you, deadline is really as soon as possible. As Dr. Kadri already mentioned, the whole process may take 2 to 4 months. So if you are interested, and we hope that we gave you some reasons to be interested, then please don't wait and apply as soon as possible.
All right. With that, we have answered the open questions. And in terms of applying students, you just need to get in touch with our office. We should be able to help you with the rest of the process then. Since I do not see any open questions, I believe we've answered everything. And this is where we can wrap up the session then. And thank you everyone for joining once again.
Thank you, Carolina and Claudia. And thank you, everybody. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
We also would like to thank you, Dr. Kadri and Ms. Zakra, for inviting us to have this webinar. And thank you, future students, I hope, for your questions. I think it was very, very detailed. And I think based on that, we can assume that you are interested in our offer. So don't wait and contact Kadri International, and see you soon in September.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.